And it is motivation time. Motivation time. Hey. So, y'all, I'm always excited, okay, when I come on a call. I don't care how bad my day may appear to be. I'm always going to perk it up because y'all just give me life, okay? Life. So, what I'm going to talk about tonight is the power of saying no. The power of saying no. You know what, y'all? Saying no is another form of self care, self love, and self preservation. There is nothing wrong with telling people no, no matter who they are. So often we find ourselves giving and giving and giving and never receive back in return. Then we become empty, drained, bitter, depressed, with nothing left to give and no one to give to us. So, you know how I like to share personal stuff? Y'all, when I was in my 20s, okay, I was doing me, right? I remember during that time frame, that's what I would call my coma phase. And people who knew me then and know me now will tell you that was my coma phase, y'all. I swear to God, I was in a coma. I was a ATM. I was constantly allowing people to withdraw. And the funny thing is, no one thought it was important to make a deposit for me. Even I didn't think I needed it because I didn't value myself. I can't expect others to value me if you don't value you. You know, you got to value yourself. It's just like, you know, you set your own boundaries. And if you don't set your boundaries, people will treat you however because you let them. So you got to set those boundaries. You got to put that expectation. So until you put parameters about your self-love, that's only when people will then respect it. So, and I think that's one of the reasons why I became a nurse and why, you know, I'm a good nurse because I have that caregiving mentality. I want to just give, y'all. I think that's why it's natural. And y'all, I would give so much that I would be running on fumes and still trying to keep up with the withdrawals that people were getting from me. And like I said, and then when I needed to make a withdrawal, I had no one that could pour into me. Now let that sink in. I'm pouring and pouring into others, and yet I can get anyone to pour into me. Now, ain't that some BS? It took time for me to come out of my coma and realize that I needed to start putting me first, not second, third, or last, but first. I had to learn to say no and know that when I say no, that I don't have to feel guilty. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to try to figure out their issues. I just say no and keep it moving. And yes, that is very hard coming from a place when you are a giver. Because you know what? Because you feel like you like you could give some more. And you give all the time, and now it's time to start being selfless enough to love you and care for you. Because you will have folks saying how they don't understand why you can't help. Why are you telling me no? I don't have no one else. It ain't going to hurt you. You can afford it. You can do it. And the guilt trip list goes on and on. So let them get mad. They'll get over it. And if not, oh well. You didn't need them. Next, but also too, you must guard your peace at all costs. You have to take the time to pour back into yourself daily. You can't wait until you're down to 10%. Whatever pouring into yourself means, whether it's reading, self-improvement, listening to music, watching worthless television, whatever it is, you need to do that because you need to take care of yourself. And think about it. When you're on a plane, drills and instructions, the first thing they tell you is if you're the parent, make sure that you are safe and secure. And then after you got yourself together where you're safe and secure, then secure the children. Now, did you hear what I said? Secure you first, and then the children. Because why? If you don't take care of you, you can't help anybody else. So that's why you got to take care of you first. You are the most important, and then everybody else. And that in itself is powerful right there. We have to remind ourselves that anyone having access to you is a privilege, and that everyone isn't going to meet the requirements to have some of your time. And even if people are able to meet the requirements to have some of your time, just know that at any given moment, you can revoke their access because your peace is too important. You have to want to have inner peace. Hey, baby. You have to guard your peace. Self-love, self-care, and self-preservation is a must.